Another warm autumn evening, Thanksgiving weekend, October 7th, 2011. There is a bit of wind still tearing at the leaves, clinging desperately to the branches, trying to be the last leaves of summer. This afternoon, when the winds were gusting quite strongly and pulling hundreds of leaves off the trees, it sounded almost like hail on our metal roof. Tonight, the wind has died down considerably. It is very cloudy as I leave for my evening stroll, but it is a strange kind of cloudy sky. Since there are no stars visible tonight, I think of what the clouds represent as they float with the wind. You see, there are thick, puffy clouds which block out all the light being reflected by the waxing gibbous moon. In between each heavy cluster, the clouds thin out, and some of the moonlight filters through. It reminds me so much of scary horror stories when the main characters are approaching a haunted castle on a stormy night. The dark clouds carry a foreboding sense of danger ahead. There is just enough light coming through the clouds to show that there is much turbulence in the air. I also look at the clouds in a different way tonight. I wonder if what I see represents how a person must feel when he is very depressed. Much of his life, like the heavy clouds, brings darkness and despair. Some days when a bit of light is coming through, he has a bit of hope for better things ahead, and then the darkness returns. Once in a while, when there is a break in the clouds, he can actually see the moon shining in all its glory, and he must feel extremely happy on those days. Unfortunately, the breaks are few and far between, and darkness and despair return to his life once again. Who would have dreamed that I could even think of clouds this way? This afternoon, I was just exhausted after a very long week of steady work, putting in long hours. I fell into a deep sleep before supper, and again when watching a bit of TV after supper. I didn't think I would have the energy to go for my stroll tonight, but as soon as I'm out the door, I change completely and feel quite inspired by what Mama Nature has to offer me tonight. Now that we are into Thanksgiving weekend, I know that I have much to be thankful for. Loving family and relatives, a kind, gentle, and very smart business partner with whom I get along really well. Such a blessing. Good friends, reasonably good health, a warm home, reliable vehicles, a reasonably successful business, friendly customers, a peaceful setting to go walking in each morning and each evening. Shucks-a-mighty, one could say I'm just about the luckiest person in the world. May you all be blessed with safe travels this weekend, wonderful visits with family and friends, rich food and plenty of it, and a thankful heart. Happy Thanksgiving.